Welcome back. Believe the Hype looking to be 3-0 here in Pool C as they are facing off against Aftermath. They lead 2-0 after 2 games, and it is now time for game number 3. Capture the flag on Redemption. Quick shout out as we start this game to the vVv community. These guys have been around since Gears of War 1, I believe, is when I first saw them. Lord Jareth and all the other great guys at vVv, always been MLG supporters, and now they are starting to support our Halo Reach teams as you see the vVv shirts on Believe the Hype. And Coach Mazik in the background doing a great job coaching these guys, making sure that they're controlling the power weapon so far in this series, Chris.
Mazik has been known as one of the greatest coaches at MLG, I believe. We had the Pro Choice Awards. He may have actually won one year. I think he was part of a team that won a national championship. Might have been Believe the Hype, actually.
He is the most successful coach in MLG history at this point, I believe, surpassing Triple X after getting the national championship with Final Boss last year. So now we got Destin on your screen. He will be going up through the portal, coming right behind Top Ducky, who had that sniper. Top Ducky was hoping for that no-scope, but Destin's just going to take the weapon away. And let's see if he can put it to use here. Chris, last event, Scott was mid-sentence saying, I don't think we're going to see this weapon very useful in this position until Flamesword started lighting things up in the losers bracket finals. Do you think that the sniper has been, or that our players have learned to use the sniper efficiently on this map?
A little bit. I think that the sniper is not as great on this map as it is on most other maps. But players, you know, obviously after playing online, find the opportunities. They know when it's going to be best time to use it. I just don't think that the sniper is necessarily the best weapon. I think that it's going to go to the rockets, and I think the rockets are really the weapon that everyone's trying to control here.
Well, Formal shot out all of the rockets. Now he has the sniper putting it to use, hitting a body shot. Destin immediately cleans that one up. Reliable tried to pull the flag, but was taking heavy shots. Top Ducky had no idea where Formal was. Formal missing 2 shots there, but it's not a big deal. Destin cleaning up kills as he's running the flag. Top yellow here. You got Formal watching his back, watching the green side of the map, and playing defense. And it looks like they just have the spawn trap going. The flag is going to be stopped momentarily, and we actually did have a clutch recovery here from our blue squad Aftermath.
Top Ducky coming up huge, getting to the platform and killing, or I should say, Reliable with the flag. And there was a really kind of I think it was a mental lapse there on Believe the Hype. Instead of really escorting him back to their own base, they went more for the spawn kills at the other team's base. I think after these past 2 games, they're feeling really confident. They just want to start killing. And I really hope that that kind of mindset doesn't really screw them over in the end if they're not going to be able to cap flags.
I think Formal just wants to add to his KD spread for this event. He wants to be on top of that leaderboard once again. You got Top Ducky on your screen going up against Reliable. Reliable, no idea. Top Ducky's there. Now Top Ducky going to get swarmed by 2 players. 6 Sun, though, from Aftermath. Picking up the double, was going for the triple. Viper will clean that one up. So we do have Aftermath hanging with Believe the Hype when it comes in terms of slaying in the top middle area. And you got Viper knowing a player is going to be trying to come up through the portal from down low. Does not see anyone, and now Viper is going to choose to move in for the flag.
Believe the Hype playing some serious defense here, knowing that the rest of Aftermath is starting to push in. But that is 3 down. Formal, the only one alive for Believe the Hype. And this is a great time for Aftermath to start pulling the flag as Revamp making his way to the green side with it.
You saw Viper setting up for those rockets. Unfortunately, we had 2 players coming off respawn. He was taken down by grenades, so the rockets are just hanging out bottom middle. Revamp here on your screen going for the flag, it looks like. Does not know what to do with all of his teammates dead.
I think he made the smarter play there. You could see didn't know what he wanted to do with his teammates dead, but he knew that he probably should stay alive, go for some kills, and now you can see that they kept map control and now are going to be pushing on for another flag run.
He is just sprinting around bottom middle right now, trying to stay alive. Does not know where the fire is coming from. Finally spots Formal, his attacker, who's going up and gets spawned in front of Top Ducky. Moving the flag, top middle will be taken down by Formal's grenades. So the flag will be down here for Aftermath. 6 Sun trying to rally this one back. Only Viper alive to help him out, and Viper is positioned top middle. Reliable's going to stop that one, not going for the return. It looks like he's going to go for a counter cap. He's got to out DMR Revamp here, though, and it looks like Revamp was taken out by the shot from Reliable, and Reliable passing his own flag on the way to try to score flag top middle. But so far, I don't agree with these Believe the Hype routes. Finally, it looks like Reliable will not be taken out by Grenades top middle, but he will be cleaned up on his side of the map.
And that route was somewhat all right. I think he kind of rushed that a little bit too fast through top middle. I would have liked to see him kind of fight for more control there, as they had 3 members of Aftermath spawning at the green and making a move. And I believe the Hype, once again, because of that route, are not going to be able to get this flag cap. They keep out slaying them. They just don't seem to be able to get the real dominating performance in flag caps or dominating kills to get those caps back uncontested.
And that actually brings up a really big question in my mind about this Believe the Hype squad. Is it didn't hit me until just now, but I was thinking BTH is by far the stronger team in this matchup. They totally outslay their opponent in all the games. But do they have an objective player?
I would go with Destin. Destin seems to be doing a decent amount of the objective. We've seen Reliable sneak into the other team's base. And I've seen Maniac do some objective work, but I think for the most part, a lot of these players, I mean, Formal, you can see, always picking up the sniper. He's going to be essentially your main slayer. We're probably not going to see him be the one to start the flag runs all the time. And I guess I kind of think, you know, with your question, I see somewhat objective players on this team, but I don't see a player like a Ryanu who's going to be constantly going for the flag, or sort of like a Lunchbox Ogre 2 type of player from Instinct. You know, players that you know that Roy and Pistol are not going to have to worry about grabbing the flag because they know those kids are on top of it. It seems to Believe the Hype is kind of like, I hope, you know, this guy grabs the flag so I can start my spawn killing type of deal. And when they start playing better teams, I wonder if that's going to be more profound.
Absolutely. I really wonder if that is going to be, you know, a detriment later on in the tournament when they do match up against a very objective-oriented team. Even a team like Turning Point, who won't necessarily put up huge numbers in the kill column every game, but they make the most out of every objective situation possible. I think that they may struggle against teams like that, but we'll just have to wait and see. It's a little too early to tell, and maybe this Believe the Hype squad is just not focusing on the objective because they're having a lot of fun out slaying.
It could be exactly that, Chris. I mean, Formal is through 2 games, positive a lot. 26.
8, yeah.
So there you go. I mean, Formal is probably enjoying himself. All of Believe the Hype. I mean, at this point, they know that they are the better team. They know that they're clearly the better slayers, the superior talented team, and they could be just kind of having a little bit more fun. But you never know. You never know how this team dynamic's going to happen, like you said, against an objective-oriented team like Turning Point. They may be giving away a lot of easy caps, and they might be losing to certain teams that they should never be losing to.
We got Sixsun with that last rocket position top middle. He is looking for players from this Believe the Hype squad. Hits the long-range one, taking down Reliable. Now using that last rocket, hitting Formal, and it looks like he will be taken out. So Sixsun, after taking out 2 players, will be able to push into the base, but did not account for Maniac to be sitting at the red wall, and Maniac will take him down. Top Ducky going for the flag here, but he's got to get past both Maniac and Reliable. Takes down Maniac, putting shots on Reliable, going down low, finishes off his own kill. And really, Top Ducky doing work, and so is Sixsun. Sixsun really hitting some nice shots, but it seems like their teamwork is just a little bit off, Chris. We're not seeing team shot well enough. We're just seeing individual battles started and finished by another player.
It's more timing than it is teamwork, Chris. I think their teamwork is on point. It just seems that their player gets there just a second too late to be able to save his teammate from the opposing team. It's like Believe the Hype gets that kill right before their teammate comes in, cleans it up. And because of that, instead of getting 2 players alive, you have a trade 1-to-1. And, you know, that's going to end up in the long run not really helping your team out. It's so important to be able to save that teammate and keep him alive on the map.
Viper going to be taken down after picking up the headshot on Reliable. Meanwhile, you got Revamp pushing into the red base here from Believe the Hype. 2 of his teammates down, so he will not be able to run this flag. Formal looking for him, finally spotting Revamp, and check out the no-scope from Formal, dropping his shield immediately. Formal has such quick reaction times with that power weapon.
And he's one of the only snipers I've seen that can just completely whip the snipe and get the perfect time to shoot it. Most of the snipers you're going to see on this circuit are more of a kind of a point-and-shoot type of approach. They're going to look at a spot, let a player walk into it, then shoot. Formal, on the other hand, is looking away from the player and whips it right onto his position and instantly pulling the trigger as soon as he moves over the head.
That's what we call a right joystick player, man. I'm a left joystick player. You got to walk into my crosshairs if I'm going to take you down. Maniac not caring who's in his way. We've seen that in the past from him. We'll shoot through anybody to pick up the kill. And now it looks like he is looking for an opponent back at the base, and he's going to be pushing it. It's Top Ducky, pulls out the sniper to finish that one off as Reliable grabs the rockets. They have total power weapon control, total map control, and I think this may be the second flag cap of the game as we have Maniac pulling this one top middle. They just got to look out for grenades coming up from the side.
And that's exactly what Believe the Hype has been looking for the most part in this game. Oh, man. Sick shot right there, but Believe the Hype seems to be more of a kind of a team that's going to be running captures only when it's going to be perfect for them. We haven't really seen them try to force anything for the most part of the game, and that situation with Maniac picking up that double kill just seemed absolutely perfect for them to run the flag, and you could see they got it with almost relative ease.
Maniac still alive after pulling that flag, bringing it all the way back to his base. He is on a spree right now, had the sniper in his back pocket, finally going to be cleaned up by Viper, who will end that spree. And looking across here, we have 3 members up here for Believe the Hype, 3-on-3, as Aftermath also has 3 players up. Top Ducky is going to be taken down by Formal, who is on yet another killing spree and has yet another sniper rifle in his hand.
He is definitely right on top of that sniper rifle. I've seen him now 3 or 4 times, just right there when it spawns, almost picking it up out of midair. You know he wants to use it.
Crouches
constantly
with it as it drops.
Yeah, it's perfect positioning, and I mean, I can't blame him, and I can't blame his team for wanting him to be in that position. He just can dominate and has been taking over games for him. But the rest of Believe the Hype, I'm just watching their shots, and they're just starting to look more and more dominant. Their shots looking kind of like those Element game where they weren't missing. And you can see now Destin now bring the flag top middle. I just don't know if I agree with him dropping it bottom middle like that.
Well, he is going to score it, so I do. All right, 3-0 Destin. Making that one look easy, even though Chris disagrees with it. I don't think that Aftermath even had a chance of stopping him. The slaying power from Believe the Hype is just too strong right now. You got Formal set up over here on the green side, over near the evade. Has that sniper rifle to work with. He just hit a big shot here. Reliable is going to take down Top Ducky, and it looks like we got Viper finally ending Formal's spree. But I've seen sprees out of Destin, I've seen sprees out of Maniac, and we've definitely seen sprees out of Formal so far in this game.
How did he get that other sniper? I feel like he spawns with it at this point.
He's pretty good at being like, where's the guy with the sniper? I'm going to kill him.
He just hunted it again. Formal now picking up the sniper. It's like he's got a sixth sense just honing into it on the map. And Believe the Hype, though, looking really strong. I wanted to talk, but one of the reasons I think I disagreed with that flag run, not necessarily because of what Believe the Hype had done, but I've seen so many instances where that flag runs up through that ramp and the opposing team kills the guy running the flag, and as soon as the flag is stuck on that ramp, you can throw 1,000 grenades right there. You can just keep killing, and it's really easy to get the return for the opposing team. But I guess Believe the Hype knew the situation around the map, and that's why running the flag there was not a problem.
Yeah, it really can become just a grenade death pit there. You're never able to move it much farther once you get it down onto that ramp. But in this situation, I think that really we just have Aftermath not being able to get out of their spawns, and I think that's what we saw Believe the Hype try and do at the start of the game. You know, they all went for the spawn kills and didn't account for 6-on to escape like he did. So I think that is actually Believe the Hype's strategy for Redemption CTF. Get 4 dead, keep them dead, don't let them out of your base, and just walk the flag home.
And I can't argue with that strategy, and it seems to be working right now. And especially against, with a team like Believe the Hype, they're going to be able to just outskill a lot of other teams. Maybe not every single team, obviously Instinct, again, with top skill, status quo, but you can see that they all have incredible shots. And that kind of strategy was used back in the day. I specifically remember Final Boss's strategy when they used to play and they were in their dominant phase throughout most of the Halos. Their strategy was all about outslaying the other team and allowing the objective to kind of happen while they were doing and dominating those games, as opposed to I remember a lot of other teams, Carbon, for instance, when we used to play, we used to focus a lot more on objective than slam.
Yeah, that's right. Final Boss was definitely like objective secondary. If it happened, it happened. So let's just kill them a lot. All right, right now you got 6-on trying to push in. Reliable says no, spamming his face off. Now he's going to be pulling the flag while grabbing the health pack. Full shield, full health. Reliable going to be taking it up top. Does he drop down again so Chris can disagree with him, or is he just going to take this one top middle?
Well, he knows that I'm disagreeing now, so I think he's going to keep it going top middle.
Smart man.
That a boy, Reliable.
Doing it good. All right, brings it up top mid, dodging all the grenades so far up to this point, gets it back to his wall, past the wall, has one more player to beat. Top Ducky will be taken down by Destin. Flag number 4 is secured, and he gets another health pack. picking up 1 health pack on each side of the map, and let's see if he goes back for a third.
Believe the hype. I feel at this point knows that they're going to win. They're up 4-0 with 1 minute left to play. And I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if we just saw them all constantly going for kills and small kills for the rest of this game. But no, Destin deciding to pick up the flag, and he's going to be taking it to the green side with the rest of his teammates.
Reliable playing base defense. Saw blue player down low, hit him once with a grenade. Now on a spree here, cleaning up the double kill, looking for the triple. There's Sixon. He gets the triple. Where's your over? Looks like his teammate will be taken down over. That was Destin being taken out over by the green side. Reliable could not get there in time. Viper is going to take him out finally. Reliable putting in 2 of his team's flags so far. Maniac put in the first one, and now we got Formal. Once again, just getting position top middle, Chris, and when he doesn't have a sniper, he loves to just be jumping around these ramps top mid.
And the Aftermath player's not even looking at him. I mean, his smart play, I think Formal looked at his teammate screen, knew that player was not going to be able to pick him off as a one-shot. And Formal now running the flag, but the game is effectively over. I wonder if they're going to let him get the cap or if they're going to end it. There you go.
So as they hit the 15-minute mark, that marks the end of the series. Believe the hype, sweeping Aftermath. Give it up for Maniac, Formal, Destin, and Reliable, the new BTH squad, doing work on our main stage. Chris, it's the first time we've gotten a chance to see these guys, and they definitely looked impressive.
That's definitely the word I would use, impressive, Chris. They absolutely dominated. I mean, looking at the stats again, you've got Formal plus 13, Maniac plus 14, Reliable plus 10, Destin plus 8. I mean, just complete and utter domination around the map. With that kind of stat line, you'd have expected them to at least get to 5 caps. But like we talked about, maybe their playstyle is more dictative of trying to get the outslays, making sure they get the perfect flag caps, and defending when they need to.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Believe the Hype. They're now 3-0 at the top of Pool C. I believe they have one more matchup in that pool to see if they will secure their spot in our winners bracket semifinals, which will be going on tonight around 7 o'clock. But Chris, coming up next is the match we have been waiting for. We have Dynasty and Infamous facing off in Pool D for the #1 spot, most likely. Dynasty and Infamous both with 2-0 records after last night. And coming into the pregame show, one of you guys picked Dynasty, one of you guys picked Infamous. Who are you rooting for in this next matchup?
I picked Infamous based on I thought that they had the right mix of players, good teamwork, and I think a few of the players are sort of like Ryan Noon, Lethal, Lethal's on that team. These guys are top-notch players, and both of them actually, I'm pretty sure, Infamous now it stands at 3-0. I believe Dynasty's also standing at 3-0.
Both 3-0.
So this match will decide who wins Pool D and goes on to most likely face Instinct in the winners bracket semifinals.
Well, I believe that Lennox there has a graphic update for us. So here you go. We got Eon Instinct on top of Pool A with the 3-0 record. They are followed by Turning Point, who's in second place, 2-1. Carbon defeating Straight Rippin', as well as FPF to be at 2-1. FBF beating Straight Rippin' this morning, and Straight just having a rough tournament, is at 0-3 so far. They will finally be playing Instinct to see if they will finish 0-4. And then here we got Pool B, status quo, 3-0 after 1 day and a half, I guess. Team Classic at 2-1. Evil also at 2-1. Secret at the bottom there. Let's move on to Pool C. Here we got Believe the Hype. You just saw them win their 3rd match of the tournament. Final boss will be at 2-1. Active Rush right behind them. Quantic Fire had a rough day yesterday, did not have all 4 members, and were forced to forfeit a few matches, and Aftermath will now finish 0-4. Infamous is at the top of Pool D right now with a 3-0 record, followed by Dynasty. Apex Warriors. Warriors really surprising so far this tournament. Their only win coming from this morning. And the real surprise, the team that was in a 3-way tie for top Pool D supremacy last event, Severance, is at 0-3, having a super rough tournament so far.
And it makes you wonder, actually, if last tournament they got a little bit lucky or it was a fluky thing. I'd hate to call them out on something like that, but an 0-3 record does not really show too much for them. I think they're going to be going up against Warriors, so actually we might see a 3-way tie at the end of Pool D, and Severance might actually get bumped up all the way to 3rd place depending on their in-game record. So even though they're at the bottom of that Pool D, they still have a possibility of moving all the way up.
They could definitely make a big jump there. Well, Chris, I think that is going to do it for our current match, but we will be back at 3:30 Dynasty taking on Infamous. This is the match I've been waiting for. I hope you guys are excited. Send us some tweets. We're going to be doing some pre-game interviews with the players. Tell us who you want to talk to, what you want to know, at MLG Puckett, at the Shockwave, spelled with a 3. You want to spell it out for people?
No, they can spell it.
And, of course, at MLG_Gandhi. Guys, we'll be back at 3:30 with Dynasty and Infamous.